unicorn and bark.
No doubt represent. Oh,
Let's talk about amusement parks like rides in the dark. Rides right here and rides all over, but mostly coasters. We'll talk about all kind of things, but mostly coasters. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario. This is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. And today, we're at Holiday World, a new park for me on this trip. I'm so excited. It's slammed. It's a Saturday. It's the only day that really fit into our trip. Looks really pretty so far. There's obviously holidays here. 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. And I think we're going straight to the big baddie of the park, Voyage. Just kidding. Voyage, big broke. Waited half an hour. Poopy. We just did a Voyage and it was so good. It was a lot to handle, but also just fun. It was like intense because it was like so shaky and stuff, but it was fun because a lot of the elements were just like floating out of your seat. There were some good laterals throwing you side to side too. It was weird. It was really like a hyper coaster but made out of wood. It was odd, but I enjoyed it a lot. I don't think it was as fast as I thought it would be. So we'll go on it later in the day. It's a little early still, but definitely a fantastic roller coaster. I think I gotta ride it a little more to like it a little more. But you know, I was talking about how they have holiday theming here. The rides have it too. Turkey Twirl. The theming of those little fiberglass turkeys on the vehicles is really cute. So there's a lot of charm to this park. It's like a nice clean park and all. And our one ride so far is amazing. It is hot and there is like no shade to be found. There's like that one canopy, but the pathways really don't have a ton of shade cover. And it's getting to me a little bit, not gonna lie. We haven't even been here that long. I would really love to just see some overhangs. As of now, it's a little toasty, not gonna lie. Next up, we're gonna hit up Thunderbird. They're a launch wing coaster, so it's a wing coaster where you like sit on the side of the track, nothing above, nothing below you, and it launches too. I'm super hyped. Just got off of Thunderbird front row. I enjoyed that quite a bit. The initial launch was pretty punchy. I was surprised by that. And the ride was a little bit forceful, pushing you down into your seat, but it was really graceful at the same time as well. The turns were a little forceful, but fun. You go low to the ground, you go high up in the air a lot. That slow roll towards the end was really awesome. Really fun. Sacrilegious, but as of now, I kind of like it a little bit better than Voyage. So smack me in the face in the comments below, I guess. Another really cool thing about this park is they actually have free sunscreen stations, free drink stations as well. Who doesn't love not getting burnt and staying hydrated? I know I love those two things. But now we're venturing into the Halloween section of the park to go ride the Legend. Ooh, spooky. I think it'll be aggressive. I hear it's quite aggressive, so excited and nervous. Let's see how it is. It's kind of weird for both wooden coasters so far. You have to walk down under the station before walking back up to it. It's so funny. So we just got off front row of Voyage.
Legend.
Oh yeah, Legend. So we just got off Legend front row. By the way, shout out to the people that recognized me and let us take the front row. That was really awesome of them. That was insanely good, right? What the fuck? It was so fun. Yeah. It had airtime, it had laterals, definitely had laterals.
It had more laterals than anything.
We were just pinned up against the left through this one helix that lasts like, what, 30 seconds?
It's like a 180 degree helix.
Yeah. But that helix just kept going and going. I'm like, oh, we're gonna stop turning. Oh, we're gonna stop turning. Oh, we're gonna stop turning. And it didn't. And it was so fun. It was unbanked. Also, all those tunnels were fun. It was smoother than I expected too.
Very smooth.
It was quite smooth for a wooden coaster.
For the amount of laterals it's pulling, it was pulling them gracefully.
Yes, it wasn't like a lot of times turns are the problem specifically with wooden coasters, and that wasn't the case. That was so good. Again, I think they like that better than Voyage. No one smack me, please.
But our divers will make it look like.
Next up, we're staying in the Halloween section and going on Raven. More wooden coaster. Raven was really fun. Much like the other coasters, you go out into woods, but this one you turn down by the lake, so hey, that's different. Probably my least favorite. It was the shortest and also bumpiest. You do lots of hopping and bouncing, but overall it was fun. It had one really good drop, especially since we were sitting towards the back. We flew out of our seats a little bit. Overall, I enjoyed it. The cars were really cool too, with like the wings on the side. I like that. Now we're eating lunch at the place that this sign says right here. You get a whole Thanksgiving dinner, which is kind of fun to get out of season. I feel like nobody really eats Thanksgiving style dinners outside of Thanksgiving. But it looks good so far. I had a bite of the mashed potatoes, yummy, yummy. Nice indoor seating, which would typically have air conditioning, not for us, but it is nice that it normally would. Let's dig in. Next we're going on Turkey Pow Pow.
In fact, since you're here, I'm going to make a little magic and let you join in the fun. Are you ready? We have a turkey trotter vehicle waiting for you. Just follow the signs. Step into the turkey trotter and you'll be whisked back to 1785 to the day of the great Gobbler Getaway.
We just did Gobbler Pow Pow and it was fun. The guns worked better than like some older shooting dark rides. It was mostly just turkeys popping out of stuff. Actually, it was only turkeys popping out of stuff, but it was a fun time. Next up, we're gonna go on the park's log flume, Frightful Falls. It's Halloween themed. Pretty much only on the lift hill that's orange. At least as far as I'm aware, maybe I'll be surprised. That was, in fact, a log ride. It was cool at the start, like you go into a pitch black tunnel, which was fun, but then it's just like a couple turns and then the drop. So in real time, a lot has happened, but in video time, nothing has happened. I went to Splashin Safari for a couple rides. It was absolutely slammed, obviously. It's a hot summer Saturday. But I got on the 2 water coasters out of the 3, Wildebeest and Mammoth, 2 of the longest water coasters in the world. Also voted 2 of the best water coasters in the world. And they did not disappoint. They were phenomenal. They throw you out of your seat. It was really fun to be on Mammoth because it's a big raft that's just like 6 people. Never been on anything like that before. And they both have single rider lines. And since these 2 are dying of heat stroke, I went by myself and got through the single rider line. Phenomenal slides. Buckets of water flying all over you. Lots of floating up out of your seat. Definitely hold on. Some tunnels with Wildebeest as well. So if you're coming here for the coasters, don't sleep on the water coasters. I didn't get on Cheetah Chase, their newest, which is a dueling water slide, but it was having downtime all day and a long line. So I'm glad I got on the 2 that I did, especially before this inclement weather. Also, the water park is really cool. They have a wristband system where you buy a locker and then get up to 4 wristbands, and then just anyone can access the locker with a wristband. So you don't have to keep you don't have to punch in a code every time and maybe forget the code or whatever. Really like that system. I was surprised to see something so, I guess like intuitive and like tech forward, if you will.
Hours later.
Okay, it has been another chunk of couple of hours and a lot has unfolded. Things have turned around a little bit. We got a almost night ride on the Legend and that looked a lot like this. And I was genuinely out of breath. It genuinely took my breath away. I was cackling the whole ride with my new best friend stranger that I was riding next to. I was just laughing and screaming and I was panting by the brake run. That was one of the best rides on anything I've ever had. The laterals were throwing me to the side of the train in that massive helix. I was getting ejector airtime. We rode in the back row and going down some of those drops was phenomenal into the tunnels where it was even more pitch black. And then we did a Voyage ride and that also looked like this. And that back row Voyage night ride was phenomenal as well. I genuinely don't know which I like better. Voyage goes on for just a little bit longer. It's like a minute and a half. I'm as out of breath now walking very quickly to try and avoid more rain as I was riding the rides. But Voyage night ride, I thought Voyage may have been overhyped earlier in the day, but riding it later in the day now, I don't know, man. It's phenomenal. It picked up the pace so much. Every hill had airtime. We were being thrown around like rag dolls. It was a little bit much. It was not rough, but just being on a wooden coaster for a minute and a half straight is relentless. Then after that, we got a night ride on Thunderbird, which looked like but you could see a little bit more. I don't know, the moon was just peeking out and we saw the moon. And what else did we see? Firefly! That's literally exactly what Drew and I did when we near missed with a firefly that lit up right in front of our face. That was awesome. And to finish it all off, we finally went into 4th of July. Road to Liberty launch. Very punchy.
Almost as punchy as the lightning we were getting a beautiful view of.
It's very lightning-y right now. But this park was insanely fun. I could totally see this being a 2-day park, especially if you want to do a majority or even like a good chunk of the water attractions. Those lines were hefty.
If you're going on a weekend, highly recommend 2 days. If you're on a weekday, I don't know if that'll be different or not, but
yeah, I completely agree. But now I'm just rambling. Fantastic day as I have some Christmas lights behind me. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content like this. And until next time.